Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure we're live real quick. Make sure we are live. I think we're live. It says starting. Make sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Be checking out. Yeah, it looks like we are live. Just make sure we are on air. All right. So, anyways, we're watching John Mcafee's tweets right now. It says coin of the day delayed. He meant coin of the week. He had to correct himself. John Mcafee is funny, man. If you don't follow him, give him a follow just for face value. I'm not saying to take any of his advice for, financial advice or anything like that. He quote unquote, basically quote unquote, basically announces coins he likes and will be here in the future. Hang on just a second. Let me make sure. Can you guys hear me? Check, check. Make sure the volume is working. You guys hear me? All right, perfect. All right, just had to make sure the volume was working. So anyways, he basically tweets the coins he likes, causing a massive pump and dump. So if you're new to John Mcafee, he's got over, oh my God, his followers has grown like 200,000 since like the last video I showed his followers at. I think he has like 350,000, even like lower than that. But just because of the phenomenon of John Mcafee, it's 569,000 followers now. That is insane. Insane. Jeez. Let me pop out that chat. What's your take on the XVG fallout? I wouldn't trust him. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't trust him either, but, people do listen to him, whether that's fortunate or unfortunate. You be the judge, definitely for sure. Yeah, John McAfee's a wild man. He is for sure. You think it's Power Ledger? Crypto YOLO? Hi, sir. Good morning. Good morning. I've heard of Poet or whatever quite a bit. We'll check into that. Let's see, Poe. Are you talking about Poe? Because a lot of people have been asking me about Poe. So, rank 106. It's at 8 pennies. It ran hardcore, and obviously it's experiencing a massive pullback there, correction, 15% correction. That looks pretty natural, but it did look like a huge pump. A lot of people have been talking about this though. Proof of existence 2.0. So Poet is a shared universal ledger designed to track ownership and attribution for the world's digital creative assets. Own your content. Creative issue licenses, an open network. So this looks good for developers and creators for sure. Very cool. It looks like you can. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at David Lee, Simon Dixon, some of these team members, Jeff Garzik. Wow. So that's why it's been getting a lot of media and coverage, because there's pretty notable people in here. If you guys don't know who Jeff Garzik is, you definitely need to check him out. He was like one of the original Bitcoiners. But anyways, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Check out the roadmap here. Just check up on John Mcafee. It says coin of the day is delayed due to power outage, hopefully up shortly, which means it could be at any moment in time. We don't know because it's John Mcafee. In case you guys didn't know, last week I had a video that I just put out, and in the middle of the video he got hacked. And anyways, I broke it to you guys first, more than likely, unless somebody was doing a Facebook or YouTube live. But other than that, we covered it here first. So he did go back on Verge. Let me pop out the chat for you guys, see if you guys are chatting it up. Yeah, the relationship has gone sour. Hi, sir. Worth buying Cardano right now or wait on a dip? Let's check it out. Let's check out Cardano. I've been obviously, for you guys that have been following me for a while, I've been following Cardano since it was like 2 pennies. So those of you that got in around 2 pennies, congratulations. I don't even know if it was at that time. I think it was like barely even like $1 billion market cap, if that. Now it's at 68 cents. It looks like on the chart that, let's see if it's even added onto TradingView. Yeah, 88 Bitcoin, Bittrex. Yeah, that's fine. We could do Bittrex. I think that's a major exchange, the only major exchange that's really on. We're on the 1 minute chart here. Let's pull it back to at least 5 minutes here. So volume. See if I can scroll in on that volume a little bit. It's definitely in a pullback right there. That might be a good place to buy in. I mean, it went on a massive run to 5,200 Satoshis. So it went as high as 77, almost 80 cents just a few days ago. It's obviously, pulled back hard. It's consolidating, and it looks like somebody's buying a lot of Cardano in that dip right there. It was in the under 12-day RSI. It was oversold right there. So yeah, that would have been probably a good little buy-in, especially if you're looking for the long hold, the long hodl. I think Cardano is still undervalued. Anything under $1, I believe Cardano is undervalued. They're going to have, let me check his tweets here real quick. I'm at coin of the week, coin of the day, blah, blah. All right. 88 is on Binance also. Yes, they are. Yep, they are. So actually, I'm not sure if I knew that. Let's check here. Yeah, they're on Binance. I remember when they were really only on like Bittrex, Gate.io, and Mr. Exchange. But obviously, the bulk of it is coming from, for the time being, it's coming from Bittrex, and Binance is hardcore too. Anyways, let's hop over to Cardano's page real quick, and I want to show you guys some cool. Got their roadmap here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and make sure you guys hit the like, crush the likes for me. Working for you guys, working hard. So we got 3 days. 3 days until we have an update. So they're cool roadmap. If you haven't checked it out, they have a progress bar. It's very, very detailed. You don't really get this from other projects. If you go to their projects, other projects, even a top 10 project, actually most of them are really just developed already, so maybe not a top 10 project, but maybe under development. I think IOTA, I don't think IOTA is really, I don't know if they have a roadmap, but let's check out. Populous is probably a good example. I don't think they have a working product yet. Yeah, IOTA doesn't really have a roadmap, so we'll skip that. Populous, about the company, about our platform. I checked out their site last night. Populous, I don't think they have a business plan, but that's a business plan. Let's see if they have a roadmap on this business plan. This is basically like the white paper, is what it looks like. So let's see here. Let's see if they have a roadmap. I don't think they will. We'll just scroll through it. Growth of that. Yeah, they have a little chart. Strategic decisions. No. Anyways, back to Cardano. What I was gonna say is that you just don't see this from projects. How detailed it is, and have progress bars like this shows you exactly what they're doing. Very detailed. Has obviously has pictures, which isn't a huge deal to have pictures, but it shows you exactly what they're working on, what this means. A picture, in my opinion, is worth worth 1,000 words. So I think it's very important to have all this together, well documented. You can even open this up on different platforms. It even has a YouTube video if you still if you still can't get it, it even has like a YouTube video showing you exactly what Ouroboros is, which is basically proof of stake. So, you know, it's just very well done. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of smart people. I can't believe people are bashing Cardano for them having, you know, a scientific approach, because, I mean, these guys are PhDs, you know, and these are very, you know, great developers as well. Charles Hoskinson. In my opinion, they have done a well done job of of doing a roadmap. Not only that, if you go to their actual website, it's very, very documented as well. So you know exactly what they're trying to accomplish and what they're doing. They already have a block explorer up. I mean, they have their own wallet, which is one of the most secure wallets out there. Let me make sure we are live. Can you guys still hear me? Video is loading. Make sure you type in the chat if you guys can still hear me. All right, awesome. Can you guys see me? For some reason, my computer on my left here just decided to take a dump on me. All right, cool. Verge, yeah, Verge. Let's check it out. Anybody have Verge's Twitter handle? Verge currency. See if we can pull that up. All right, so obviously this is a pinned tweet. Checking out their Wraith.
Meet Verge currency, the only untraceable cryptocurrency focused on everyday use. Presenting Wraith protocol, technology to seamlessly switch between public and private ledgers. Now it is up to you to make the transaction visible.
Wraith protocol. So in case you guys don't know what the Wraith protocol is, thank you, appreciate you guys. We can see your beard, man. Yeah, let's see. Oh, this is all weird, huh? It's because the sun is like in my that's crazy. I look like the Terminator. Yeah, I got the sun. I need to get blind or like shades for this room up here upstairs. Yeah, the sun is coming in thick. Hopefully, oh, that's bright. But yeah, the Wraith protocol is basically you can turn on and off like the anonymous feature basically, and the Tor or the Wraith goes through Tor. It's like Tor integration basically. If you guys don't know what Tor integration is by now, then I don't know. But you know, for real though, if you don't know what Tor is, you can just look it up. Obviously, everybody knows. Most people know what the dark web is. If you don't, it's basically like a super secure way of accessing the internet, where it's basically untraceable back to you. I mean, although it's been hacked before, or not hacked, but I mean, yeah. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, exactly. The Onion router. I think it's still fantastic. For it being. I mean, obviously they have upgraded it and everything like that. They continue to develop it. So obviously it's still very useful. But yeah, the Tor browser, you can download it for free. It's the Tor project or the Onion project or whatever. Let's see if we got anything. We don't have anything yet. We don't have any pumps yet, guys. I like how he pinned this tweet. Coin of the day delayed the power outage, and then he pins this like I meant coin of the week. Like, why would like that's just funny. I don't know. It's just funny. He just had to pin that. I don't know why, but it's John Mcafee, so you don't even know. Hello from the Philippines, by the way, Kyle. Hey Jonas, how are you? Welcome here. But back to Verge, yeah, the Wraith protocol, the Tor network, super secure way of accessing the internet, and obviously integrating the Tor network into cryptocurrencies. If you guys haven't heard of like TokenPay, they're like the advisor. Sunrock was one of the developers of Verge was basically advising a company called TokenPay, and TokenPay actually does this too. They integrate with Tor, and I think there's a couple more. I think like SpectreCoin. There's a few of them that integrate with the Tor, I believe. So there's that. Let's see here. They were supposed to launch last night the Wraith, but I don't know if they actually did. Let's see, for OX. I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they're going to release last night. Can you tell about how to pump and dump? Is it like buy and sell coins via Binance? Yeah, basically, like, if if you're pump and dumping, it's mainly pump and dumps are considered like, for big influencers to like, tweet out a coin, or say if they have a group and it really, like, for instance, ADA is probably not a good example because I don't think ADA has been pumped really at all. Maybe if we go to, we'll go to XVG. But this was like last week. This is when John Mcafee tweeted about, I believe it was here. Let's pull this back to like a 30-minute chart. I think he tweeted like right in here. It was one of these. It was like right. I don't think that was it. I think it was like right here. John Mcafee tweeted and it went boom, parabolic. He said it was like going to, well, he said it was a fake account, but that's still in question. Anyways, he tweeted this and it pumped and then it dumped. So that's a pump and dump right there. It goes boom and then it crashes. So if we zoom in on this, like, that's pretty hardcore there. I think that was when he tweeted right here. So obviously, if you bought at the top and then it just dumped out, you would have lost a lot of money. Obviously, it regained its composure due to a lot of positive news and the Wraith protocol and everything like that. So there's that. So that's what a pump and dump is. Pump and dump is when it pumps and then dumps. This is probably not as an extreme pump and dump, but I think if we can look up Redcoin, that was a pretty significant pump and dump. Yeah, this is a really great example of a pump and dump right here, where it was pumped up, it was tweeted, and this is probably one of the more significant pump and dumps. So imagine like buying this right here and it just dumping out, and how you'd be like, well, what the heck? What the freaking heck? I just lost a lot of money. And really, it hasn't really gained back any kind of composure or any kind of, it hasn't gained back really anything. It's consolidated for sure. This was probably, it went back really to its market price right here. You can tell there's a trend line right in here where its market price is, and it went up just a little price level there. But yeah, that's a great example of a pump and dump right there. So you don't pump and dump the coins. That's pretty much what other people do. Tron, any thoughts on WAN chain? Can you tell? Any thoughts? Tron. Yep, Tron. He already tweeted about Tron. I actually did a video the night before he even tweeted that, and I did several videos on Tron being undervalued. I do believe Tron is undervalued. And I did a video on that earlier on Tron. Way back here, I started on doing these gaming cryptocurrencies. So if you don't know, Tron's going to go after the gaming part of it. It's going to go after the gaming community as well. Also, I did a video right here on Tron, got 5,000 views. Another Tron got, Tron video. So I've done several Tron videos. So if you guys missed out on that, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell. And there's that. So Tron, where is Tron? Tron's sitting at 18. It looks like it went down a little bit from yesterday, but it's been on a nice little run the past day. It dipped very, it dipped quite a bit there. So if you got in, congratulations on the lower dip. But Tron is a long-term hold, in my opinion, or hodl, whichever you prefer. But obviously, it's for creative, content, and it's gonna be a platform as well, and they're gonna gamify their content. So it's gonna make it fun to be on the Tron platform as well. But I believe that you can use it to not only use their platform, but kind of to make your own platform, I believe, too. Kind of like Ethereum. But, you know, obviously they're going off after creative content and things like that. I don't know why it's not letting me. Usually it translates this pretty quick to English. There it goes. But yeah, if you haven't read their, if you haven't been to their website, most people have by now. You can read all about it. You know, very notable people on here. This guy was mentioned in Forbes 30 of 30, 30 under 30. He was also the chief rep for China of Ripple. And yeah, he's done quite a bit of other stuff in Asia, 30 under 30, China, 30 under 30. So he's been featured quite a bit. And then his partners include Bitmain, which is huge. They used to have Yihan Wu on here. They took him off for some reason. I guess he didn't want to be on here anymore. Uncle, the biggest key opinion leader. So Uncle, so that's part of their team. Uncle's part of their team. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. So yeah, funny. It's funny because Yihan Wu, if I'm pronouncing his name right, he owns Bitmain. He was on here, but they took him off. So, but yeah. Laugh it up. It's pissing down here. Do you still think it's undervalued? Tron. What's pissing down? Lewis Foster. I don't understand. Do I think Tron's still undervalued? Yeah, but I would consider obviously waiting for a good entry point. Like I wouldn't buy it. It's kind of like yesterday it went into its all-time high and it pulled back, and maybe I would have on that huge pullback, maybe I would have entered in. But I always like to wait. Let's go to Tron. I always like to find good entry points. I don't just get into, I'm not just like buying coins whenever, you know. I wait for a good entry, like down here, like in these dips. That would have been a pretty good entry point. I bought in around one of these dips, you know, so I don't just buy into all-time highs. I wait for like big pullbacks and things like that, big dips, big spikes in the and basically in the price before I buy in. See, right now it's like at the peak of all, you know, at all of this, at the all-time highs. So we got here. So, and personally, I don't like these two patterns. This is called Twin Towers in technical analysis. And usually when, you know, there's another tower like this, and it doesn't go past this tower, then it usually breaks down in price. But that's not always the case in cryptocurrency. But right now it's forming in a 30-minute chart. It's actually forming a teacup and handle pattern right here. It's not it's not super clean, but it's still a teacup and handle pattern. See, it forms a little teacup right there and a little handle. So it might be due for a spike. So who knows? But like I said, technical analysis isn't always perfect in cryptocurrency. It's more for traditional markets. But there's that. There's two little patterns that I just showed you, and there's a bunch of more patterns that you can research and do. What are some good coins to start 2018 for a long-term hodl? Any hidden gems out there? Yeah, I think there is hidden gems out there for sure. I'm a big fan of Cardano. I think this thing's going to run big time. I think it's going to replace Bitcoin Cash as the number 4 cryptocurrency overall in 2018. I think that's going to be sooner than later. So that's basically doubling its market cap and then taking away some share of Bitcoin Cash, in my opinion. I think Bitcoin Cash will lose a little bit of market share to some other coins. That's just my opinion. Maybe it doesn't lose any market share. Maybe the market cap overall will grow in the crypto market. But I still think Cardano either way will replace Bitcoin Cash as the number 4 cryptocurrency overall, and I think it'll double in size. Obviously, you know, you would need a price of, you know, double that. So I always say, you know, Cardano's undervalued, under $1. That's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you to go buy and sell anything. Blah blah blah. There you have it. This is entertainment purposes only. So see, you guys know I like Tron, Bytecoin. That might be one to look at. It's a privacy coin. Definitely not one of my super favorites, but it might be. I think Siacoin actually. It's not even $1 billion market cap yet. They're big into data, storing data across basically. You know, it's just basically like, you know, having data saved on unused space on your computer, but distributed in a way that's decentralized and secure. So Siacoin could be definitely one that is undervalued, because we all know data is, you know, there's a lot of money in data. So especially when you decentralize it and make it secure, where you own your own data. So they're going to do it in a cheap way as well. And I believe if you have Siacoin, it's like an incentive as well. So if you have Siacoin, I believe you can basically buy, use Siacoin to buy basically the storage fees, I believe, is what they're going to do. And I think if you own it, I think they're going to be like a staking coin as well, if I remember right. But there's incentives to own this actual Siacoin, other than basically, you know, buying their data. So, you know, if you buy lots of Siacoin now, it might be cheap to own your own data later. So who knows? Do you think it's undervalued, Tron? So we're looking for hidden gems right now. Let me see if I can get this computer to run. Ensure safe web browsing. Sure, do that. All right. VeChain's been getting a ton of publicity lately. Salt, I knew Salt would do very well. PivX, that's a big one. Man, PivX, I remember when they were like not even in the top 100. Let's see, that's crazy. Look at that massive run it. That is insane. I was about to say, I just looked at this chart, like a PivX chart, and they were like way cheap. Yeah, Salt, I remember when Salt was cheap down here. Now look at it. Now look at Salt, $11. Salt, you know, big platforms probably invest in Salt, or big investors, I mean. Factom, I remember Factom when it was like a few bucks, and I thought about buying in, and then it ran to like $10, $11, and it was like $20. So don't sleep on some of these currencies, cryptocurrencies. Dragon Chain, I was gonna do a video about Dragon Chain. If you guys don't know about Dragon Chain, they're kind of like the Disney version of Cardano. In a way, they're not exactly like Cardano, but it's going to be basically like a library of where you can create your own smart contracts, and you can create your own. It's really targeting businesses. It's really like going to be a business to business solution, is what it's basically going to be. But you know, it's in a way where they have a library of already like done up, mocked up, you know, versions of contracts, smart contracts, and things like that. So you don't have to build it. You don't have to build it from scratch. So they're gonna have a library of those. Like I'm trying to come up with an example. You know, like a database or already like built stuff, already pre-built for you, so you can just come in and take the building blocks and then, you know, make your own. Basically, make your own platform. So it even says right here, business ready blockchain platform, secure, flexible. So it's kind of a cool little project. I remember when it was just recently under, I was going to say 85 cents. Even last month, I was going to buy this at the beginning of the month before it ran, and it definitely ran. I wish I would have covered a video on that when it was undervalued. Now it's kind of ran a little bit. Let's see. We got QSP opinion. Bruno Tome, your thing was was blocked. I don't know what kind of coin you're talking about, but anyways, let's see. QSP. Oh, Quant Stamp. Yeah, Quant Stamp. Quant Stamp. Yeah, for sure. I would have said down here, even in this dip right here, undervalued, and it's gaining some momentum. I haven't checked out Quant Stamp too much. You know, obviously it's going to help secure smart contracts. So no questions asked. The main thing I would be looking at is the team behind this and what their overall, I mean, obviously they're trying to accomplish. I mean, there's a lot of like add-on cryptocurrencies that like are helping secure smart contracts or make this, like the Raiden network or whatever, or the these other cryptocurrencies that are like basically coming up with different layers and solutions for blockchains. So it's interesting to see like projects like QuantStamp and things like that. So yeah, let me see. Let's check out the team real quick. See if we got any noticeables here. Product manager at Facebook. Wow, so that's pretty interesting right there. David Park. Professor at Waterloo. Smart guy. Director of engineering at Facebook. Previously at Apple. Programming language expert. So that's pretty two right off the bat right there. That's some pretty two notables. Professor at University of Waterloo. Two Waterloo guys. Chris is the former CFO at 10X. Interesting. Very interesting. San Francisco office and cryptonomous bioculture studies or block culture studios, whatever that is. Previously, you worked with Tim Draper. Very interesting team. Very interesting team. Very interesting team. It looks pretty good. The team looks pretty solid. I'm not gonna even lie. Maybe it's still undervalued here. Securing smart contracts. So let's see. I mean, so these are supported, but I wonder if they have any partnerships already. That's gonna be the thing. The more and more partnerships they have, the more and more, obviously the more valuable it's gonna be. So how would you split up 4,000 into IOTA? Oh my gosh. Amizigo, I mean, Tron, Embercoin, and Colex. I have all these and want to increase my position. Thanks. How would I split it up? That's a good question. Let me see. Let's get out of this. IOTA is dropping down to number 7. I wouldn't invest in. I mean, man, I wouldn't invest in anything under the. There might be a good few projects past the 100 mark, but outside of that, there's not too many. You really got to be thinking about the future. In my opinion, I think about these as like stocks. Which ones are going to be the most promising? Which ones are going to be the Apple, Facebook, and Amazon of cryptocurrency, or maybe even the Google or the Amazon Web Services of cryptocurrency. So, I mean, you could argue that for some of these coins. So I don't really like to pick anything out of the top 150 or so. I might do like something goofy every once in a while and invest in like a super cheap coin just for the fun of it, just for research purposes. But like, I don't know. I would have to invest in a solid project. Like that's where $4,000 is a lot of money to some people. Like for instance, ELF is up and coming cryptocurrency. So there's probably a lot of other coins I would invest in personally before I drop my money into some of those other projects that you mentioned. That's just my opinion. Oh, TRX. Yeah, TRX is definitely a long-term hold for sure. I mean, we're already at number 17, and it's been around the 3-4 cent area for a while. I mean, in my opinion, that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. Much like Ripple, where it just sat there forever. But it's been going up and down, pretty volatile, but it hasn't gone under 3 cents. So for it to hold its value around that price level, 3 and 4 cents, I think that's great. I think that shows sign of market price, that it's valued at that price level. Obviously the longer we go on, the more partnerships Tron does, the more it's going to go up in value, and so on. So even if once they add this to like Bittrex or some other exchanges, it'll go up as well. I mean, it's already on a lot, but like Binance, but Bittrex is one of the larger exchanges. So hopefully they add it onto some other exchanges as well, and I think the price will go up just because of that. But yeah, that's what I think about Tron. I think it's definitely a long-term, pretty good hold, just from the content perspective. Let's go down to look at Steam. Man, Steam's been doing really well. It's taken a while to catch on because everybody didn't like Steam at first, but look at Steam now, $3, and I think Steam will continue to grow too, even at $3. I think these content platforms are great investments in my opinion. I think they're going to be around for a while. I mean, seriously, content is king. Metal, I checked out Metal before. Spell correct. Oh, yeah. I checked out Metal before. I haven't actually looked too deep into it. If you're talking about Metal Coin, I know there's 2 different metals. Most people normally are talking about this one, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people are usually talking about Metal, the actual name of the project, MTL. This one, I don't know. So we are shaping, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm looking up the wrong, oh yeah, you said MTL. So yeah, most people are talking about, when they say Metal, they're usually talking about this one, MTL, for you guys. We are shaping digital money, transfer instantly around the globe, nothing more than a phone number, earn rewards every time you spend or make a purchase. That's interesting, but I don't know. I mean, with the phone number, I feel like you can get hacked, but that's just me. But I haven't looked into Metal, so I mean, gamified. Let's see here. See if they have any good keynotes here. Rewards, 5% on every purchase. Interesting. Let's check out the team. Wow, Visa and American Express. But I wonder like what he did there. Apple, he worked at Apple, QuickCoin, Stellar. That's a pretty good notable. Dogecoin, that's funny. Swipe Labs, Motive, The Real. Civic, wow. Some advisors. Civic, Consensus. Civic's a good project. I like Civic. BitTorrent. Purse. Investors, Eric Voorhees. Wow. Some pretty solid investors. Benwin. Mario Pazos, G2, Gateway. Alphabet. Wow, so very interesting project. I guess if they can somehow come up with a way where it's secure, but phone numbers have been a big issue in cryptography, so I don't know if that's going to play into it. I think that's mainly like two-factor authentication, but I don't know if it's going to have a problem with integrating a cryptocurrency. So very interesting. I'll have to look into it. Thoughts on Digibytes? Let's check up on this John Mcafee. Hurry up, John. We're all waiting on you and your stupid tweets. So if you're watching this video, hurry up and tweet so we can get on with it. So did you guys figure out if did we actually have the Wraith protocol? Look, see, they had this tweet showing official Verge time zone is blah blah blah. Verge news, Wraith protocol. So we were kind of waiting on that. So it says on the verge of 2018. Let's take our time and show BitHum official to Verge blah blah blah. So we thought they were going to release it. New release is finalizing. One more small commit, unrelated to Wraith, and they put 2 V's here. Interesting. Small issues related to transaction fees. Then we will announce. Transactions are pushing the remaining balance into the transaction fee. The still sending feature is working. Once we fix this, we'll mark the release and announce it. Wow. So they're like, oh, we're going to announce it. And then we're not. Just kidding. We're going to fix something. We're going to patch it. We're going to tell you when we're going to release it. So that's kind of annoying. I know that they're probably trying to, retain some of their market value, their market price. Probably by some of their tweets. Look at this. People are ticked off. Look at this. It ran up from that tweet, that news, and now it's just been like crash city. Because people are tired of waiting. They want this Wraith protocol to be released, and I do too, because I have some Verge. Thoughts on DigiByte? Let's see what they're saying on Verge though, real quick. Wraith on OX is released and working. This was 4 hours ago. Wraith on OSX release. We understand your feelings, but our priority is to release fully working software that provides security and anonymous. We'll just say anonymous because that's a very hard word to say. It's a tongue twister, dadgummit. Other platforms will be released ASAP. So that's interesting. At least they have something released and working. We saw this with TokenPay too, though. They had problems with, well, they didn't have problems, but or not TokenPay, but Electronium did the same thing on their releases. They're being very slow to release, and actually hired a hacking, basically somebody to secure their network and their website and things like that. So we've seen similar things like that happen with companies. I think that's positive, but that's just from my opinion. Who have issues on High Sierra do this. So if you have, it looks like you have to do your own fix right here for OSX users. And that's the latest news. That's 3 hours ago. Still waiting on John Mcafee. It's been 41 minutes, dude. How can you, look at this. Coin of the day. Now that I think about this, coin of the day delayed due to power outage. Hopefully up shortly. So what if he's like, he can't buy the coin he's trying to tweet, or he can't log into his exchange. So what, like, he can tweet, but he can't announce the coin of the day? I don't really get that. So I think that's kind of funny. It released already, I guess, like as of like 4 hours ago. I don't know how behind I actually am. I've been following this pretty closely. I mean, this tweet wasn't that old that they're gonna. This was last night. But I guess you guys are probably following this really close too. Let me see here. Why do you even follow? Because it's interesting. It's interesting. Also, yeah, bot tricking. Power Ledger. We follow this guy to see what the price movements are going to be for research purposes, to see what price action is going to be. And there's no doubt that he does pump up projects and coins for sure. Look at his followers. They've grown. I mean, I think the last video I did, it was like 350,000 followers, and now it's like at over half a million followers. Insane. Too much drama around Mcafee, honestly. Yeah, there's tons and tons of drama, but nonetheless controversial for sure. Very interesting person to follow for sure. You can make a lot of money following this guy on his tweets alone if you are quick enough. He's crazy riddling now. Is he really? Where's he riddling at, I wonder? Let's see. InsurePal. If he does do Power Ledger, that will be insane. Let's go back to the Power Ledger. I really wanted to get into Power Ledger when it was like 50. Actually, it was like 30 to 50 cents, and now it has ran. Don't sleep on these cryptocurrencies, guys. It's $1.04 now. Imagine if like Tesla like teamed up with Power Ledger with their you know, with their electric pump system. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like they teamed up, like it would be perfect for Tesla to team up with like Power Ledger and like IOTA, where people would like have IOTA to like buy energy through Power Ledger or something crazy like that. Like that would be insane. Wouldn't that be insane? That's some of these future uses that we could see from some of these projects. Like imagine the future. Power outage, Power Ledger. All right, let's check out the order book here. We got a little sell wall right here at this price level. Let's see. Around 1140, 1150, we got a sell wall. So it's forming a little resistance around that area right there. Not a whole lot of buyers in this area. It did uptick. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a whole lot of buyers. I'm not sure about getting Digibyte or Tron. Please help. Let me know your thoughts. It's good to spread your bets. It's good to diversify. Digibytes, I don't have any, but I want to get some for sure. I want to get some Decred too. Man, Decred. Look at Decred. It's only got 6. Look at the total supply and max supply. Circulating right now, only 6.5 million circulating, and that's, for in my opinion, like if you don't know what Decred is, it's very interesting how they're gonna do it. It'd be basically like Bitcoin meets if you own some Decred, then it meets you know, voting rights. You have voting rights. See, stakeholders make the rules, so you won't have to worry about all that stupid crap that Bitcoin has to deal with when it comes to developers. You'll get a vote and all this other cool stuff. Man, I wish I would have bought some at, oh man, I like 20, 30 bucks. Like that would have been amazing. Amazing buy. Would have bought a few of those. I still think it's pretty cheap, but that's just my opinion. I think Decred will do very well. Let's see. INCNT. Wait, oh yeah, back to Digibytes. Where's Digibytes? It's probably up. It's, where did it go? Digibytes. Oh, there we are. 45. 6 pennies. It's been holding out around that price for a while. Let's see. Let's check us out at Digibyte. Dang, look at this. I'm pretty sure that was after the Mcafee. Did Mcafee did he tweet around? I guess he did, didn't he? It would have been a spectacular buy under 1 cent. It could be like just a long-term hold. In my opinion, it's one of the better anonymous coins, I guess. I don't know. So, I mean, I know they have a little bit more stuff going on than Bytecoin, I believe, as far as like the actual coin goes. I believe they'll have a little bit more stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, like a digital asset layer. They have little extra layers here. I don't think Bytecoin has that yet. Could be wrong, but I know they have a little extra like protocol layers going on to secure probably like maybe smart contracts and things like that. Application layers. I'd like to see some more news from some of these projects though. But yeah, Digibyte. Let's see. Let's check out the supply. We got 21 billion. Might be a good buy. Still might be a good buy. Next year, you know, next year this thing could be triple double, maybe even more. I mean, we're still in the beginning of this thing. Let's see if we can scroll in. Like, look at the the market cap is actually keeping up with the price. That's very interesting. Look at this, 144. Man, the market cap is like perfect with the price. So I wonder if they're like releasing coins as this goes up. That's very interesting. I don't know if I've seen that really before. Let me know. Chat me if that's what they're doing. Are they like releasing coins as this thing's going up? It's like keeping up. Very interesting. Cloak coin. I've heard cloak coin before. It's kind of like similar to Verge if I'm, or in like token pay, if I remember right. Check it out. Supercomputers, Golem, Sonum. I've heard a lot about Sonum. Everybody's been liking Golem for a minute, but the price hasn't really gone too far up. I've heard lots of good things about Sonum, or lots of people talking about it rather. Yeah, buying now means 100x in 2018. Yeah, man, we could really see this thing get to $1 trillion market cap, and that would be just insane. But I mean, investors and people are going to invest in the best projects out there that they can see making them money. So that's going to be the key. All-time high of 8 cents, I think. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely pulled back right about there, and it's going to consolidate right around this area. A little bit over 6 cents, in my opinion. I would look for a good entry, see if this thing consolidates a little bit more. Let's go to the 1 month chart. I like to see this right here, the lower volume, and then it starts to consolidate, because that shows me that's where the market price is at. And usually when it shrinks up on volume and it goes sideways, that's how you kind of know the market price. And you're like, okay, well, that's a fair price. And then that's when you can kind of enter in. And usually that's right before it explodes is when it shrinks up on volume, but the price stays right about the same. That means people are holding on to it, expecting it to grow, but it means people aren't selling, and it shrinks up on volume. And I like that. I like it when it shrinks up on volume and goes sideways. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. That's what you typically see in some of those, those charts. You'll see it shrink up on volume. That's exactly what happened to Ripple. It shrunk up on volume. Let's see if we can pull back a 3-month chart. Right here, see how it shrunk up on volume before it exploded? So I like to see that. I like to see shrunken volume. Look at that, right before it shrunk up hardcore, before it exploded. So right in here, you can't even see the volume, and then look where it is now. So that was right around, let's see, $1. Even before, it started shrinking up here around 72 cents. Even further back, it shrunk up around this 20-cent price level. So that's why I say I like that. And we still don't have a coin of the day from McAfee himself. But we're getting a good episode. We're getting a good video here on... Oh, no, we have it. 11 seconds ago. Coin of the week, Factom. Wow, we just talked about Factom just a second ago. Factom. Here we go. 11 seconds. 11 seconds. Where's Factom? Factom. There we are. Let's see, BitZ, Poloniex, Bittrex. BitZ. What the heck? BitZ? We're going to have to go to a Poloniex chart. That's insane. Factom, FCT. I bet it's already pumped. Feathercoin. No, we need to go FCT. Factom, Poloniex. We're going to have to go to Poloniex, guys. Look at this. Boom. We're on a 30-minute chart. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. Very interesting pick from John Mcafee. Boom. Green candlestick. If you guys... Be careful of that dump, that initial dump. Let's see if it breaks through right here, though. If it breaks through, it might go on a run. There's going to be some technical chart readers out there that are looking for this to break out above that price level. It's already starting to pump. Here it goes. Here goes the rocket ship. Is it gonna break past that candle? No, it's resistance. Oh, it's Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Here we go. Here we go. It's in oversold area already. It's going sideways. We're on a 5-minute chart too. Oh, another green candle. Can it leg up? It might. If it can't break, you got twin towers. If it can't break past that level, you got a twin tower and a breakdown pattern. All right, now it's over. Yep, it's over. I would have bought in right there, right when it hit over that candle, and I got my gains. Now I would wait one more second and then sell. Boom, right there. Realized profits, and then it might keep running, but I would have realized my profits already. As this thing could crash at any second, literally any second, way oversold. Look at this green candle, it's still running. Oh my gosh. So in case you guys don't know, there you have it. I would have bought in right when this broke out, a little bit past it. Wait for it to break out, a clean breakout. Bought in and then sold when it ran. It's gonna keep running. Oh my gosh, look how oversold it is on the 12-day RSI. Insane. Insane. The only thing that scares me is futures. He tweeted, Factom. Look at this. It's keep. Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is insane. Coin market cap doesn't even keep up. Poloniex is just through the roof. I should have opened up my Poloniex account and just went ahead and just traded this, but I didn't want to do that because I thought it would take away from this video. So maybe next time I won't be on the air for the McAfee tweet. I'll probably end up trading whatever he tweets. I'll be logged into all of my accounts, and be actively trading. So there you have it. A powerhouse platform being applied to a wide range of fields. FCT has been endorsed by the Bill Gates Foundation and Homeland Security, has a fully implemented technology, and already has contracts with 25 cities in China. It is one of the few blockchain companies with a fully functional API that integrates directly with most existing software, allowing sharing, auditing, and exchange of a wide range of sensitive documents. Factom.com. Yeah, like I said, I wish I bought this months ago when it was dirt cheap. I remember following this coin when it was like $3 or $4, even around like $10. Like that would have been a solid entry right there, even right there, $11. They only have 8 million circulating supply. Even if this thing runs like $60-$70, I think it's still cheap considering the circulating supply is so low. I don't know if it has does it have a hard cap at all? I wonder. By the way, I can't keep up with McAfee on Bittrex. It's really slow and buggy. Yeah, I wish Bittrex would upgrade their servers or something. What exchange site? This is a trading view. So this is a trading view chart. You can use the trading view for free for up to like 1 chart and like 3 indicators. So my favorite indicators are none other than the moving averages, these 2 little lines here, and the RSI. So I like to see my overbought, oversold areas, just because it's easy. You know, it's easy money to come in here and see when these things are overbought. You know, I could sell here in the overbought area, and you know, sell there, buy in a dip down here, and you know, look at this. Like that would have been a perfect entry. It barely touched the oversold, and then it's overbought, and then you can sell. So I mean, it's just easy. Those are my favorite indicators. You know, if you're day trading, like I said, I'm not a financial expert. This is for entertainment purposes only, educational, not meant to be, yeah, whatever. That's whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. So there you have it. Let's refresh this. I'm surprised we haven't got more comments on this. Oh, there it goes. Lots of comments. That guy. No. Look at this. Join this group for better and more pump. This Discord channel. we got to follow this guy. Oh gosh. Let's just join this big pump signal. I can't believe I'm doing this on a they got some kind of video game background. Oh yeah, because it's Discord, I forgot. Charging Spirit Bomb. I'm already a part of some of these pump groups. Like he pumps up ICOs, like lending ICOs. Interesting. Very interesting. There should be capital punishment for abuse of crypto like this. It's funny. Amigo, they need to... I mean, I think it'll eventually get endorsed. I mean, obviously, you got Vitalik Buterin supporting it. He loves it. I think it's got a lot of potential. It was one of my favorite projects. Even at $8, it's a little too expensive for me now, in my opinion. It's only got 140 million total supply. That's great. What needs to happen is they need to have a huge company endorse it, and then it will go to the moon past that. Man, I wish I just had like tons of money to throw into some of these projects, especially early on when I first got started. Earlier this year, like I remember this thing was like a buck earlier this year. And I knew it was going to do well. I always knew Amigo would do well. I still think it's going to do well. Like I said, it's only going to take one really big partner to really just take off completely. See, there you go. One of the advisors. Lightning Network advisor. You know what? I think... Is he on Ethos? Is he part of Ethos, I wonder? He looks very similar to that guy, if I can remember. Let's leave that Discord. It's getting annoying. Back to Factom. Look at that dump. So it dumped out all the way at 5,700 or 57. What is that number? 571,000 satoshis is when it dropped, and there's that dump that we're talking about. So you heard it here first. Like I would, as soon as I got a clean breakout, I would have bought in. Realized, realized a little bit of those gains and sold out. Because you never know when this thing's gonna dump. So it ran pretty solid. It ran really solid. That's a really solid pump. So 5.7. Let's see, 5.7, 5.71. Let's see, $75. Is that what it ran up to? 0057. So it ran up to right about to $75 or so. That's a really solid run. Not gonna lie. And it's dumped out to, this keeps dumping. We'll just do this here. It's dumping about $10 now. Probably gonna settle down here somewhere, back down. But look at his followers. I mean, the guy has grown insane amount of followers, like just in the past week. Like it's insane, insane. You know what? I'm gonna give Verge a follow. I'm not sure why I'm not even following them. Should be following them. Ripple. I'm sorry. No, just no. I ain't following. McAfee or Verge or Ripple? Which one are you not following? I won't even pump or dump. Yeah, there's definitely a strategy behind it. Like you saw it first here on this channel. If you want to trade like that, you know, it can be very dangerous. You can lose. Only risk what you're willing to lose. But you know, I've taken a lot of courses and things like that, how to trade, how to day trade. So I kind of know what to look for. I'm not even like, I mean, some of these guys are incredible at technical analysis and incredible at spotting chart patterns. You know, I don't consider myself an expert like that at all. I just do super basic stuff that's super easy to read, that just makes you money like that. I don't do crazy investments like that. That's just what I do. So for me, that probably would have been a little bit of easy money right there, like a 1 or 2, even a 3, 4, 5% gain, and then I would have cashed out like that. You know, obviously putting in like a stop loss and all that fun stuff. But that's just me. That's my style. I don't like to lose money, so I do very less. Yeah, you could short it for sure, but you know, it's crypto. The more and more followers he gets, the more and more these coins might pump, and he's only going to do one a week as well. So this pumping power might go even further. So it could be dangerous that you get squeezed out. See, look at this thing already bouncing back up. So that's the danger you play in shorting a crypto. Some of those exchanges let you do a little bit of shorting, and I think even like Forex trading, they have some of these tickers. I don't know how many tickers they have because I don't do that Forex trading yet. I thought about doing some Forex, but not right now. I'm too involved in crypto. House of Mcafee. You should have put House of Mcafee. Let's see. Let's so these are some of the people that are following him, like legit. Right? Let's see. These are pretty big names, except for she's not a crypto. That's just somebody from Cardano or Grant Cardone. Let's see. But all the rest of these are pretty solid names that are following John Mcafee. Probably just want to see what the dude's up to. So there you have it. Let's take a look at the chart. I'm surprised it rebound. I'm actually impressed. There's a little green candle. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart. You see a lot more action going on. I'm really impressed about how well it actually ran. Look how it went off the chart on the RSI. Like, I'm having to pull this down to see how overbought it actually was. Like, imagine that gain right there. Boom. Especially if you threw in a lot, you could have made a pretty shiny nickel. Let's check out how much volume. Let's see here. Will it show us the volume? I wish it had an actual number. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Where it shows volume. If you guys let me know, we can see the volume on this thing. I forgot what else. Oh yeah, Ethos. I was gonna check out that guy, the same guy that's on Amisigo, Joseph. Let's see. While we're looking. No, this is a different guy. They kind of look similar though, right? Joseph, look at that, the similarity. Boom, boom. Glasses, glasses. Haircut, haircut. Kind of similar. Shingo Levine and Joseph Poon. Let's exit out of some of this junk. 1 minute chart, you know, it's fluctuating. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it actually didn't dump all the way further down. Very shocking. I'm looking to educate myself on how to trade or read a chart. Any recommendations on where to start? For chart reading, let me think. Honestly, I learned pump and dumps and all that stuff from Tim Sykes, but it's very relevant in this kind of setting. Tim Sykes says penny stock trading, it's highly risky. And I'm trying to think of actual, you can actually, you can actually go to TradingView and follow some of these guys on here that post their chart patterns for free. So if you come over to ideas, I was doing some charts on TradingView, like Lavrov, however you pronounce his name. He's pretty solid. He's not always right, but he's got some. He usually explains his charts. So I could come in here, go to asset class, and go to cryptocurrencies, and you're going to get a lot of chart ideas from different types of cryptocurrencies. But you can also search a certain ticker, and it will show you other chart ideas, and people will like these these chart patterns and whatnot. Like this guy's pretty legit. I had a few of them back in the day that I did that were pretty good. They're pretty dead on. I mean, these were back in the forks. Like this one ended up running just like I said. This was right before the fork. It ended up consolidating and then shooting up, where I had this trend line, and it did exactly that. This was just the same thing, basically, just showing you some detail. So I used to put a little bit of charts on here, but you can actually get ideas from some of these guys. You want to just follow kind of the top guys on here. Escavo, he does some chart patterns, but he does sometimes he does stuff that I don't really like. But he's as far as charts go, like Lavrov, he does like some pretty solid stuff in my opinion. That it's pretty basic and easy to read. But he's worth the follow too. He always posts a lot of stuff too. And who knows? He might have gotten better. Goldbug, that guy usually posts a lot. So these are good. Some of these guys are pretty good charts. You can learn for free on here. So from some of these chart guys, technical analysis guys. Chart reading and technical analysis is a long-term game for sure. Definitely it takes a year or two to really get comfortable about it, and then the emotional side of things is a different story. So you kind of have to cut out your emotions and just be black and white. Like I was saying, like the strategy of like waiting for a clean breakout and then selling right away, not getting too greedy. Setting a stop loss, all that stuff. You just have to learn all the terms. But yeah, it's a long-term thing. Reading charts isn't going anywhere. You have your whole life to do that and learn about all that stuff. It's not like a professional sport where you end your career if you blow out your knee or whatever. So wow, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised it went back up. I'm really impressed. Social send, I don't know what that is. I don't think. I'm looking to educate myself. Instant 20% higher market cap. Insane. 20%. 20%. Instant. I don't. Guys, like that is mind blowing. If that's the number, 20 freaking percent in like 5 minutes. Like that is insane. Freaking sane. Make sure you guys are crushing the like button. I'm working real hard for you guys this morning. Come on. Reading charts and doing all this stuff for you. Make sure you crush your likes. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Come on now. 58%. Oh my gosh. Insane. All right, let's take a look. Let's go to view all. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm sure it hopped over. Yep, it's probably taking NXT. Hopped over NXT real quick. In the past hour, 33 freaking percent. I mean, we've seen those gains in crypto, but that's more like in like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes. It's like insane. Insane. Like, wow. Wow. Just wow. I like your style, Call. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, you saw it here first. You saw the breakouts. Make sure you guys subscribe. Trying to get to 2K and beyond. I'm an undervalued YouTuber, so make sure you followed me. Had to throw that in there. Insane, guys. Maybe I'll do a live on like these pump and dump groups and see. I don't know. I think that's a little shady. Not shady. Just I don't know. Just I don't think that's my style. Is pump and dump groups. McAfee's different because he's like a goofy guy to follow, interesting, and okay, here we are. We're starting to dump a little bit. So hopefully you took your profits a long time ago. I mean, if you're long on Factom, that's fine, but yeah, just be careful with your money. Do your research, due diligence. Yeah, do your due diligence, research. I'm not a financial advisor. Be safe. Only invest in what you're willing to lose. Subscribe. Verge. Interesting. I don't know what happened there. Twitter notifications. All right, so guys, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have it there. Factom was the coin of the day. So there you have it. Wow, just wow. Look at that chart. That is insane. And it's getting green. It's going back to green. It looked like it came down. I'm really impressed, to be honest. Like, I thought this thing was going to dump out way back down. I thought we were going to see I didn't think it was going to get past here. After I saw an extra candle, I thought it was just going to dump completely. But who knows? I mean, maybe this one coin a week thing will hold a little bit more steam than his coin of the day junk. I know a lot of people don't like McAfee, but you know, whatever. He does have a lot of power. His channel's growing. Controversial figure for sure. Can't say that I don't like him or I like him. He's just an interesting dude. He's just a goofball. So yeah. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream and at the blockchain. So make sure you subscribe, like, and all that cool stuff. Comment below. Post related comment below. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the blockchain and in the next video. Peace.